reckon.
Because
They
I'm
do
going,
label that.
oh, 4 Lancel Street Bendigo. Hang on a minute.
You're quick.
And then I just happened to put in one of my whip bags, and and this is the same yarn worked up. That's that really humongous travelling scarf. I can't even remember what we called that one.
Oh.
You know, when it changes texture stitches all the time, but just keeps growing and growing. Yes, destination texture. That's the one. I should know because I named it.
What did you call it? Travelling.
You did name
My
it.
travelling scarf.
I thought you were going to go. You know, that's just a travelling pants of this. That's really lovely. That colour. Show them the colour properly. It's beautiful.
Well, I held it up. So.
Yeah, no, just give them a chance. It's a bit hard to see.
It's really pretty.
So is that a Bendigo one?
Well, this is a branded Peyton one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So probably yes.
Yeah. I actually don't think that mine of this was made in Australia though. I thought it was an overseas.
No, look, Bendigo.
Yeah, I just always assumed. No, see, made in India.
Oh, bulldog.
So it's just they've labelled it. They've licensed it to Bendigo Woolen Mills, but
Here
it's
I was
actually
thinking
made
it was
in India.
Oh.
Is yours made in India?
Yes.
Well, because yours is much more recent than mine, so I've had mine for a while.
It's not that, you know. Hang on a minute.
You got ripped off.
Yep.
So let's see. We have somebody named Tracy is here from Victoria, Australia, and
Just down the road.
Yeah,
Whereabouts in Victoria?
we'll have to wait 7 or 8 seconds because there's a delay. And she's asking where I'm from, and I'm actually from Pennsylvania, but I live in New York now.
Oh, Tracy's from Victoria. Did you get the answer to that?
Yes.
Victoria, but I don't know where yet.
Bev says to take
Oh,
your
Wodonga.
yarn back.
No.
Take your yarn back where?
To
India.
Actually, I might return it to India and then go over to Turkey and get some yarn.
There's not very much yarn goes out the door. It all comes in
I was
the
gonna
door.
say, it's a one-way door.
Peta had like a visceral reaction to that. Like, no, you're not taking the yarn. What? No.
What?
Where?
As long as it's a swap, as long as I'm getting something nicer in return, maybe.
Oh dear. Wodonga. Is the
That's nearly New South Wales.
yeah, I was just wondering.
It's on the
you know
border.
There's a no, that's Wangaratta. Wangaratta's
Yeah.
got a knitting mills, and you can go and buy a bale. Like, have you seen those?
Yeah,
You
you got to
buy
pick up by a trailer.
Yes, you've got to get couriered like on a ute.
What, like roving or something?
No,
I
it's
don't know,
about
but it,
it's about 5 foot
It's-
cube.
yeah, it's like
Has
big
it
as
been spun into
No,
something
it's just,
usable?
no, it's
You
just
sure?
all there. It's just a big yarn bath.
and so you
Right.
got to undo it and pick it, but it's like really cheap. It's like $20.
Yeah, it's 15
Maybe we
bucks
should-
for.
We'll do a road trip.
Have you got a spinning wheel?
No,
well,
it's
What are you going to
it's
do
just-
with it?
it's like the mill
like
ends,
yarn. It's like the end.
Oh, so it is made.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
It
like-
has been spun.
it's like
but it's a
400
yarn bath.
kilos of yarn bar.
Mill ends.
Yeah,
Yeah, a yarn bath.
do a
It's
road
good
trip.
to
We'll
have
do live.
Glynis
I'll
is
see if I can
trying to
find the
tell y'all it's yarn barf and you're not listening.
Yeah, you're not listening. They don't listen to me.
I was off on another tangent. I'm already thinking like road
Yeah,
trip.
but yarn bath is what happened with your yarn the other
Yes.
day when your vacuum cleaner sucked it up.
No, the vacuum. Well, yeah. So I was a little bit confused with the timing of when Peta was coming over for the live.
There was
And then
slight
when
confusion.
I realised that she was coming overnight, you should have seen me. I was like one of those crazy women running up and down, cleaning, mopping floors and vacuuming and stuff. And in my haste, I vacuumed over the end of a ball of red heart,
No.
and it sucked up the bloody. So that was the end of it. But it went so
Oh.
far into the vacuum cleaner I couldn't get it out.
Oh, yeah, that could
So I
be
had to
something
cut the
vacuum
yarn
cleaner.
out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fine. I cut it out, it was fine. But then I'm like, really? I don't have that much time. But anyway, it's fine.
If you'd been to my place, you would know that there was no need to do any tidying up at all.
There was.
I just sent you the link for somebody who posted a photo of the yarn bale.
Oh, right.
Oh, cool.
Yarn bale. Okay.
It's
I don't think you
Oh, there
can
you go. See?
post photos in the comments of the live video while it's going.
oh, can I? Okay,
I-
I'll post it
Yeah,
there
I'm
too.
not sure
Hang
if
on.
you can. You can try.
I'll try it. Let's have a go.
Yeah, I think we need to do a road trip to Wangaratta's Woolen Mills. Just cause.
I want to go to
And-
Bendigo.
Oh, yeah,
definitely Bendigo. That's a given.
Yeah, and we have to go again on the yarn bomb tram.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
A yarn bomb.
Hey, we could do a live from that.
we could.
That's pretty good.
When Betty comes over,
Yes.
we can definitely do a live from the yarn-bombed tram
Yes.
in
I'm gonna
Bendigo.
stay for a while. I'm gonna stay
You'll
for
just
a
live
while.
here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
We'll
hang
just
out.
steal you.
I don't know. How long can you get a tourist visa for? 6 months?
I don't know. Definitely look into it.
We
but-
could like sponsor you. You could be our sponsor child.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you could run your business from anywhere.
See, so that's how big it is.
Yeah.
Bigger than a person.
Yeah,
That's how
that's
I
a lot of
feel.
yarn.
Well, you can put me down as your sponsor parent.
Bendigo Woolen Mills is my favorite place, it says.
Yep.
Yep.
Somebody says, I always thought that would be a fun, inexpensive adventure in scrap yarn. Is there just like one yarn bale and nobody will buy it? Or is it what?
No.
No, they
That's-
have them all the time.
Yeah.
It's just filled with offcuts of stuff.
I don't know if you can see that, Beth.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
It's almost as tall as you are.
That's crazy. It's probably taller than me because I'm really short.
Yeah, I'm looking at that woman and I'm thinking she's probably about 5 foot, but I could be wrong.
That's a lot of work.
Imagine trying to untangle it.
No.
Oh, stop! I told you not to. Hang on. I don't know why I did that.
Be quiet.
Shush.
So, Glynis, you wanted to talk to us about
Oh,
using stitch markers for a
I
long
know,
chain.
but I know. I was going to do it and I didn't.
But you don't have a chain to work on to show us, is that?
Yeah. Well, so I do. There's my
You
chain.
could just do a swatch size.
Yeah, go on. Off you go.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, just like that. Hang on, I'll get my first stitch marker out then. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count now. And don't count along with me. That's really annoying.
25.
17.
1.
1, 2,
Oh,
skip a few,
32.
99, 100.
Wow.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
Oh, no!
Jenny, I got your number.
You wouldn't want me right now, but
See, I couldn't even count to 10. I just recounted and it was only 9.
We'll be good this time.
There we go.
We
Yeah,
won't say
sure.
any numbers.
I believe you not. So yeah. You watch, it probably won't work now that I've said that this is how I do it.
I'm sure it will.
we believe in you.
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause
Hey,
who
Glynis,
who wants to
what's the
count?
story behind your name?
Who wants to count a chain of 400 or however many? Because these chains are getting pretty long. We're doing the sideways, the pocket shawl sideways, and some other
Well,
chains.
that's why it's good for the sideways ones, because you really
Yeah.
don't need to count, because you just got to count to 17.
Yeah.
So
You gals are
If I can
crazy
count.
cool, someone said.
Oh, that's nice.
that's nice that we're crazy.
We're crazy. Don't know about the cool bit.
I'm certified, so that's okay. Or is it certifiable?
Someone says they track their chain counts in a spreadsheet. And that's what Glynis has a spreadsheet for us too of
Yep.
chains and how to put your stitch marker along the chain so you don't have to count. You can just go along and chain and just count to 17 and put your stitch marker in every 17. And then what? The stitch marker is at the peak, right? Stitch marker ends up at the peak of the blanket.
Yep.
The point.
But you can put one at the bottom as well, because that's just going to be at the 9th stitch between the two.
Okay.
Depends how many stitch markers you've got.
Hello to the gorgeous Barb. Barb's in the house.
Oh, hey, Barb.
We need to go and visit Barb. You know that really nice yarn that I showed you that I like to just look at?
Yes.
That's near Barb's house.
Right. What's the most expensive yarn anybody's ever bought?
Ooh.
Oh, I bought this.
Will I go and get it?
Yeah. Okay.
I bought this hank of yarn. Is it in here? Yes. And it was braided. It was a braid. And it had 2 of these
Mm-hmm.
in it. And 1 of these.
It looks like mohair or something, isn't it?
Yeah. It's called Kindred Spirits. It's from the Alpaca Yarn Company. It's
Right.
these 2 are called Halo, and it's 78% Surrey alpaca and 22% nylon. And then this one is called Margarita, and it is 50% baby alpaca and 50% tencel.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing.
And it was...
The drape on that would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I saw it worked up in a project, which is why I bought it, but then I haven't done anything with it yet. It was in a knitting project, and it was lace, and then they would put a row of the angel hair
Tencel.
in between, and it was really pretty. And it was $57.50.
Oh, well, that's probably about the same price as that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot less weight and yardage. So, this is Jenny's here, which is it's.
Barb was with me when I bought this. And then I subsequently bought more.
This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that this is merino. It's 100% merino. It is so soft.
It's like...
I've never felt wool that feels like this.
It's from New Zealand. It's called white gum. And there's lots of beautiful colours you can get. So this is a variegated sort of greens and blues. It's called silver tussock. But I don't know whether the colour's going to show very well. So I've got that. And then
look at this. Certified, sustainable and traceable.
Yeah.
I know what bloody sheep that came off.
I don't know, but that's
I wonder it costs $30 a ball.
It's like I actually lied. It's like 31. So it's like a green, a very soft, like a leaf green, but it's
very
the
nice.
most
like a sage.
It's just So yes, I have that in the cupboard when I go up the stairs.
Just a touch.
And then I take it out every so often, and I just kind
Yeah.
of do that.
I think about the
Aren't the
yarns
wool
all
shops
the time.
Have you been to the New Zealand wool shops though? They're amazing.
No, I haven't been to New Zealand. But I would go to that place, I tell you.
Yeah, I've got some really
I'd
nice
take-
possum yarn
I'd
from
take
New
this
Zealand.
ball of wool and go, I want to find out which sheep
Which sheep was it?
this one
Well,
came
that was
from.
Barry. That was Barry. There he is. And this one was from Flo.
From Florence. Nice. It's I can't tell you how beautiful it is.
It looks
But
lovely.
they actually have some lovely colours. They have
Would
a
you
nice
ever-
mustard colour.
Would you ever make anything from it?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do probably a Metro North or some kind of scarf, something like that.
Something that drapes really lovely.
Yeah,
It's a babe. It's like a fingering weight.
yeah.
Yes,
It comes in
it's
8-ply,
fine.
but I've bought the 4-ply, so I think that will be nice. But yeah, that's not getting given away to anybody. Oh, that's nice. Oh, maybe I'll do
Yeah.
that then.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, though. That's why I'm just sitting here silently.
One of those Hawaiian names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually Googled if there was a Hawaiian name for knitting, but there's one for weaving.
Right?
So maybe that.
Barb's laughing at me. Don't worry. she
Something
doesn't.
with that in it.
I don't usually have such a difficult time naming things, do I? Well, except that everything
No.
else I make is like the 6-day this or the 6-day that.
The
I'm
Metro
usually
was
just,
because
you
you were
know,
on the
like,
train when you
That's
were
it.
doing that to
brand.
someone.
Yeah, the roommate's hat, like all those things had stories behind them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
or
right.
like, something to kind of attach it to, but this really
Here's
doesn't.
here's a swirly.
Oh, there we go.
So I've got a massive pom pom.
That looks
Put that on your dog.
nice. Put it on.
That's pretty. That's nice.
Very cute.
Is that landscapes or are that alternative
This is
landscapes?
I think this was a Lincraft.
Yeah, so this
Some
is-
sort
yeah.
of one of their European
Yeah,
collections,
okay.
something that they don't have anymore.
Yeah.
And here's some Metros.
Oh wow, you've
Did
got
you bring everything to
She's
Jenny?
got
Yeah,
Metros.
I've got something of everything
She
that I've.
comes for one
She's
night
head to
and
toe
she
Betty.
brings like one of those hay bales full of stuff. And then the pillow and the stuff that she's going to need.
This is the blanket for my granddaughter.
That
Baby
is
granddaughter.
so pretty.
That's
That
really-
is
it's
so
really sweet.
pretty.
And this is my weird Never Not Twisted because it's made in a really delicious silk yarn, which is not usually what we make. Never Not Twisted is normally in like a super bulky, and this is not super bulky. But this is like that. What's that yarn that
It's very
crochet
pretty,
a
though.
cloth girl? What's her yarn?
Nurturing fibers.
Nurturing fibres. This
Right.
smells like.
Oh,
This
that's
smells
right, 'cause
like
it's got the
nurturing
silk
fibres.
thing. Yep.
Yeah, it's like infused with incense or something. What else have I got? Oh, here's Invisible Woman. That's my favourite Invisible Woman. That one.
That's nice.
This is like
And
show and tell.
This is another Invisible Woman. I like Invisible Woman as a headband, so I've got lots of
Yeah, you
those.
made a lot of them like
Sales,
headbands.
you're like a Betty salesman. We need a
Yeah.
a
Well,
Betty
I
bumper
pretty
sticker.
much test everything of.
She's
Betty,
you've
can we-
tested
we
everything I've designed since you've been part.
Yeah.
Oh, I
of the
love
group.
that colourway.
And this is
Yeah.
This is
love
double
it.
stranded.
Look at that. That is
Double
so
stranded, is it?
cozy.
That's
Oh my
custard
gosh.
something. Blueberry custard.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And I double stranded that. So
Oh
That would've
wow,
killed me.
what a good idea. I forgot about that one. I mean, I remember when you
Yeah.
made it, but yeah.
yeah.
Vetoes.
I did this. This was what a challenge blanket.
Nice.
Yeah, the little trefoils on the
Look at that.
peaks.
That's so cute.
I love that.
I might steal that.
I do those all the time.
When you
To do
die,
a
can you leave
tutorial
that
to do a little tutorial about how to do those, so
I
people
think
can
that's
add those
everything
to
I
their
bought. I
blankets.
think that's everything.
Yeah, you need to do a tutorial now.
Yeah,
She's
the,
making more work for
The
you.
pillowcase is empty now.
Oh, it's a pillowcase.
That's what I had everything in. It's actually cool enough that we can wear a hat today. It's not warm in Melbourne. It's the middle of summer and it's like 20 degrees, which I don't know. What is that?
I don't know.
We can convert
Hey
that for
Siri,
people.
what is my phone's actually
20
not
degrees
in
Celsius. Fahrenheit. Yeah. Converter. Temperature. So 68.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's summer.
Yeah, but it's the middle of summer, so you know.
Yeah.
We had 106 the other day.
That's crazy. That's even too hot for me, and I like hot weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
too hot.
31 degrees at 6:30 when I got up, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. It was 100. It was 100 by like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then we're back in pajamas and quilts on the bed.
So how far, I know that Peta, you had a sleepover at Jenny's last night, but how far away are you all from each other?
So my drive over was about an hour.
Okay.
And it's, I'll give it to you, I'll do a conversion for you. It's 60 kilometres.
Okay.
And that is length.
So it's from one side of Melbourne to the other side of Melbourne.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Melbourne's on a bay, so I have to drive around the bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's about 40 miles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you see any kangaroos on your way over, on your drive?
No, it's a city. Melbourne is a city. There are no kangaroos in the street.
Oh, okay.
Just see any kangaroos.
I knew y'all would like that question.
Although Veronica, she gets kangaroos right out the front of her place.
Yes,
so it depends where you
some
live.
Some of you have posted that you have kangaroos and other critters in your.
I had a pet kangaroo growing up, but I lived out in the country.
I didn't know you could have that.
Her name was Josie. Well, they're usually because their mother has died, and so then
did you kind of foster it?
So you foster the animal, but I mean this was back in the 70s, so there was no fostering programs back then. There was no environmental concerns or anything. So we she used to sleep on the veranda. She had a massive box that was filled with blankets and things, and she used to have a jumper, a sweater, you would say. In America we call that a jumper here. She had a sweater, and Mum would go out when it was bedtime and hold the sweater, and Josie would curl up inside the sweater and like a pouch. Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
And the cats all slept with her.
Oh my god.
So we had lots of farm cats and things. Yes. So the cats and the kangaroo all slept together.
Like my little one slept with me.
Yes. Yeah. So I had a cat sleep with me last night.
I had to block Mackenzie upstairs because I thought that'll be it, because he'll be.
I would have never got any sleep.
Because the mattress is on the floor, he just thought, oh, fantastic, this is like the best dog bed ever. So I'm like, no. So he was whinging for a while. He wouldn't go to sleep for a while, but anyway. He's all right now.
Now he's sleeping. Probably because he didn't get any sleep last night.
He's sleeping at our feet. Yeah, that's right. It's like midnight, after midnight.
Yeah.
Binge watching that show. God, it's funny.
It was a great show. So for any of the Aussies out there, if you've got Stan, highly recommend the new Australian Drama.
Yes.
Drama.
Yeah. It's not really comedy.
It was quirky and fun. On the ABC, they described it as a dramedy, which is like a drama with comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really a drama.
Sounded a little bit like a soap opera the way you were describing the storyline. What we would call a soap opera.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was only 10. It was 10 episodes, so it's a season.
Okay.
And it's about a young girl who is very bright at school and wants to go and work at the UN and discovers that she's pregnant. And then just how she navigates still being able to keep up with her education and have the baby. And she was going to adopt it, and then she fell in love with it, so she kept it. And there was who was the father? It was some guy she had a one-night stand with, and she already had another boyfriend, so she had to explain to him they hadn't had sex yet. So, so it definitely wasn't his because they hadn't had sex. So
and then he cracks it and goes and shacks up with some
fella, like a transgender guy.
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
You say.
Yeah.
A guy who liked to dress as a girl.
Anyway, it's very, very funny.
Yeah, it was really good.
But now you've watched it all, there's none left to watch.
Yeah, but it's been renewed for another season, so
which is good.
There'll be more to come. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was certainly good.
And at the end of the season, it was left on a bit of a cliffhanger, so you can kind of tell what might happen next season.
Plot twists.
There might be another baby, but not for her.
No.
Well, maybe.
Have to watch the next season.
We will.
Wow.
What's everybody else saying? I don't have any comments.
They're just listening, I think, because people are saying
to our crap.
Listening to our babble.
Shauna says, you guys are so funny. Jackie said that she's happy with 25 to 27. I think she means the temperature.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's nice. Well, as long as it's not humid.
Donuts.
Yeah.
I'll have a look what it is here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yarn bales.
Or 27 days of donuts of no coronavirus is good too.
No, you're not allowed to talk about that.
No.
Not talking about that.
No.
We'll make them jealous.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't say the C word.
That's it.
Yeah, so we are able to come and visit with one another in our homes.
Oh, that's right.
So,
we don't even have to wear masks
no,
anymore.
no masks.
No.
We did have to wear masks inside for a while there.
Yeah.
That would have sucked.
Do we still have to wear them at the supermarket though?
Yes. And on public transport.
Right, good.
I could have got my Betty McKnit mask.
Have you got a Betty McKnit mask?
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh.
It's over on my work thing.
Go and find it.
Oh,
I want to see it.
You don't have one? Who else wants a Betty McKnit mask that doesn't? I don't remember what I sent to whom.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, I haven't got one.
All right. Everybody in the mods, just post in the mod group that you want if you want a Betty McKnit mask. They're on Zazzle. They're on the Zazzle store.
Right.
It says that it's 24.9 here in Sydney, but it feels like 30.1 degrees Celsius.
Oh my
that's
goodness,
why
that'll be the humidity.
I know, and that's why I can't. I've given up on trying to do that.
That'll be horrendous. Turn up the AC and hunker down.
I don't have any.
Oh no! How can you not have AC?
I just go to work.
As long as work's got air conditioning, which yours would.
It does.
Yeah.
There are several Betty McKnit masks actually. They're like they have they have the 6-day kid blanket, the star blankets, I think, the spring mixers printed on them.
Right.
I've been making some.
Oh.
Masks.
Yeah.
6-day kid blanket mask.
No, I haven't made a 6-day kid blanket one, but I could.
I think it would be a bit holey. You would need to line it definitely with a couple of layers of cotton. Because it wouldn't protect you from coronavirus.
There you go.
With the granny rose.
My head's too big. Well, you get the gist.
Yeah, that's the mixer. They have the mixer,
That's
and I think there's a boom
the
blanket one too.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you want me to show you these, but
What is that?
Oh.
For those of you that are not in Victoria,
You won't know who this
there's
is.
a bit of a groundswell with our chief health officer. He's a
Okay.
bit of a
He's a middle-aged, sexy
yeah.
man.
He's
Oh,
a bit
he's
of a silver
sexy.
fox.
Okay.
He's a hottie.
He's
Yeah.
a silver fox.
So-
Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
like, you know, fan groups and stuff. Anyway, so there was at one point a bunch of stickers that you could buy. So
Does that one say the same as this?
one says Brett wants me, but then the bottom bit is at home.
Brett wants me at home. This one says, Brett says you can be naked as long as you wear a mask.
That was actually one of his press conferences that someone asked
Did
him.
he actually say that?
Yeah, one of they were talking about, do you have, because some of the reporters here are a bit silly. Anyway, so they were saying, do you have to wear a mask when you're, walking on your own? And he'd go, no, but you need to have it with you because if someone's there, then you have to put it on. And then they were like, so do you have to wear your mask when you're at the beach? And he's like, well, yes, depending on how many people there. And do you have to wear a mask if you're naked on the beach? And he's like, well, no, or yes, but you have to wear a mask. And so then that's just the standard, wash your hands kind of stuff. So this is all, tongue in cheek and very funny
And all Brett related.
Oh, and your mug.
Yeah. And I've got
I
him-
haven't
I've got
seen-
him on my mug.
I haven't seen the Brett
Already on
ones.
the mug.
What? Haven't you?
No. What happened to the Nick Coates?
No,
Chief
you know
Medical
what's
Officer.
wrong? No, there was a groundswell with him, and then my work colleague explained to me why he wasn't sexy. He's got crooked teeth,
Yeah, he
And so-
does.
and so once someone points that out to you, that's it.
You can
You
never
can't
see
see
it.
anything.
No.
You
How
can
do-
never
why-
unsee it.
Do you actually really need somebody to point it out to you? I mean,
Well, yeah, I did. I
you
thought he
do?
was big.
Okay.
And
That's
so
like
I
the
used to
first
watch him
thing I
at 3
noticed.
o'clock every day. Yeah.
But he hasn't been
Yeah,
on.
but if you're not seeing them in person and it's just over a video link, you're not going
Yeah.
to look at those sort of details.
I just
are
like
you?
the square
Yeah,
jaw and all.
might,
He's a bit
yeah.
kind of bronze,
Oh, I think he's hot.
What happened? But what
Bit
happened to
kind of
him?
rich
I haven't seen him for months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
still around.
Well, I think he's got a young family, and then you've got the other one that's taken over. What's his name? The little skinny one.
Yeah.
The one with all the facts and figures.
Yeah.
Male? What do you mean? They're no Alan Cheng, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Alan Cheng is one of the deputy health chief officers, but
Okay.
he's obviously a very, very clever epidemiologist.
Yeah.
And so
Smart.
very,
Very, very book smart.
very, very smart. But when he was doing some of the press conferences, when they would ask him stuff that required him to dumb down the answer so that he could explain something right, he kind of struggled. But when they asked him about, chains of transmission and community stuff, he would just go off. There would be no ums, no ahs, and it was like a light switch turned on, and he was fantastic. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, he's quite.
Maybe where
anyways.
people were looking and not listening to the message, that's why they got rid of the good-looking ones.
I don't know. Bretty's
I
still
think
there.
we've got the best one.
Bretty's still
Yeah.
there. Bretty's still there.
We've still got those.
Somebody on Facebook
Oh.
is saying they still think he's
Calendar
hot.
too. Look,
Yeah, he definitely is.
I've got the
You got a calendar
I've
as
got the
well.
calendar. So there was.
You even got the blanket, have you, on your bed?
No, it's in my car.
Or the
You have a
throw pillow?
blanket?
No, it's in my Redbubble car.
You have a blanket with the guys. What
Yeah.
is this blanket?
Yeah.
Talk to me about this.
Well, it's literally
You really
It's
like
literally
him.
this picture.
it's that
Okay.
print
Yeah, on a blanket.
on
Like a-
anything you
Like
like.
a fleece blanket. Or
Okay.
So you can have it on a canvas, you can have it on a magnet, you can have it on a throw pillow,
Okay.
you can
exactly the same as yours.
It's like
Azzel's.
Zazzle.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But there was in one of the fan groups, they
Are you
created
in a fan group for him?
several. I'm allowed to.
You are
I'm
allowed
a
to.
single woman.
You are.
Yeah, so the one of the one of the women that created that group. I think she must.
It wasn't you.
No. No.
Shocked. We are shocked.
No. I'm an avid stalker. The lady that kind of manages one of the groups, I think she must either know him or works with him, or there's some kind of connection. Anyway, so she's created a calendar, but then essentially everything other than what it costs to make goes to charity.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you order the calendar, if you want to donate to one of his preferred charities, then you can.
You can nominate.
So you can either add, I don't know, I think it's $25 or something like that, to the
they suggest.
You know, the international doctors, the
like
Doctors
Medicine
Without
Sans
Borders.
Frontières.
That was
Without Borders, yeah.
Yep. Or the Smith family, which is a family sort of charity here. And she posted his thank you email the other day.
Oh, nice.
They raised $8,500 for the Smith family and about $9,000 for the
That's so good.
And he was just like, but he was very humble. He's like, I still find it hilarious that anyone would buy anything with my face on it. But he said, I thank you for your hard work and all that sort of stuff. But
and the thing about him is he's very personable. So he's great to have in that role of telling people everything.
Yes.
Because everybody gets, he's a really nice guy. I believe him. Yeah, I trust him. Whatever he says, I'll do it. Yes, sold to that lady right there.
At least he can explain it to the point. He can be quite technical in his explanations, but he can bring it to a level where you kind of go, that makes sense. He can
have a joke about it.
That makes sense, and we're not very happy about going into lockdown or quarantine or whatever it might be. But okay, if you can explain to us why,
I'll do it for you, Brett.
I'll do it for you, Brett.
Come on, it's Freddie. So it's so funny. I've been training this new young lass at work, and she's come over from my employer's social work section. So she's a social worker by trade. Anyway, so she comes over, and she's got one of those Brett mugs, and I'm like, "Are you a fan?"
Another Bretty fan.
And she's like, "Well, no, not really." She goes, "I just got that as a going away gift," and so. At the time when I first met her and stuff, we were all, when you're in the office, you've got to wear a mask and all that. So I started kissing her mug with the mask on. And she's like, "You're obsessed." So
yeah.
So then I had to know. So yeah.
So
As you
funny.
do. Anyway, we digress.
And we weren't going to talk about Corona at all. And we've just spent half an hour talking about our chief health officer.
Yeah. He does other stuff, I'm sure.
Maybe we could market him to the rest of the world.
Oh, it wouldn't be hard.
Would not be hard.
Would not be hard.
Once you
Everybody
convince,
would buy it.
once you convince all the mums, that's it. You got the rest.
That's his fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His poor wife. She must think it's hilarious. He thinks it's hilarious. That's so funny because one of the fellas that I used to work with at the football club that I used to take photos with, his wife works at Bunnings, so one of our sort of warehouse kind of
like
hardware stores or something like that.
A big, what do they call those in, like Home Depot?
Bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his wife works there, and apparently it's near where he lives. And so I get these Brett alerts, but it's like after the fact. It's like,
he has been at Bunnings.
I know. My wife saw Brett today. I'm like, and you're telling me now, like, not very helpful.
No, we need that alert when he's sitting down to have a coffee.
That's it. He's just walked in. Right, I'll be there in 10. No,
I need some fertiliser.
I need some fertiliser. I need some masks. Yeah. No, it's all good. It's funny.
It's hilarious. You guys are so funny telling the story too.
Meanwhile, we're all going nuts over an old man in mittens. Indeed.
Mittens,
I've
yes.
got every pattern of that
love
I
him.
can think of. I'm going to do the mittens. I'm going to do the doll. I think it's fantastic. It's funny.
I think it's very sweet, and
yeah.
I think it has. There's like a I don't know, like a.
And it's even better because he's kind of embraced it as well, you know.
But
and
there's a
he's
story behind
promoting
it
the
too.
lady and her
Yes.
products, but she doesn't want
No,
customers
she's a teacher.
she just does it in her spare time.
But I mean, it's from recycled. What is
Yeah,
it, from
they just-
recycled blankets or something?
They just cut up old jumpers.
Yes.
She cuts up
Oh,
old
that's
jumpers and then seams in a mitten,
It's
basically.
fantastic.
Sews it up.
But apparently, so many people have been asking her to make her stuff. She's like, "This is not my full-time job.
No.
I'm a teacher." It's like, thanks very much, but
Yeah. No, they'll probably get made in China or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many times have you all been asked to make the mittens or make the doll by somebody?
Never.
Not
No.
yet. It's funny because there would be certain people certainly in my workplace that would go, I would love that, because they follow, you know, they're not political beasts, but they follow it, you know. So I think that there would be some people in the workplace that would probably think that would be good. One lady in particular, I think. But,
It's
yeah,
sort of the wrong time of year for us as well.
yeah.
Oh, that's
it.
true.
We're in our thongs and shorts.
I can hear a
and
crow at your
most
place.
people only have a very passing interest in US politics.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I know that it's very much transgressed out of the politics and into the meme world, but you still got to know who he is,
Yes,
right?
that's
Right.
right.
And like half of Australia wouldn't know who he is.
I feel like
No.
by the end of next week, everybody's going to be over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice while it lasted.
Yeah, and I mean, I commend the people that had like patterns and stuff like ready to go the next morning.
I can't believe how quickly she had that pattern out.
That was
And then she had to
crazy.
apologise that I put it out so quickly I hadn't tested it and there were some mistakes in it. But like, we understand. Like, you had that like ready to go almost within hours. Like,
Did you
that
see
was
the
crazy.
one that someone made the doll of and he auctioned it off for charity?
It made so much
It was
money.
like 20 grand.
20 grand.
Yeah. Sylvia
That's pretty cool.
says, hello, hello, God bless you and all. I'm going to try and make this blanket with you guys. I'm going to start with the first video. There's tons of videos to help
Yay.
you. Yes.
Chain 37 and swatch. Chain 37 and swatch.
And join the
And
Facebook
stitch markers.
group. If you're
Yeah,
not in
use
the,
stitch markers.
if you're not in the Facebook group, join the Facebook group, and these lovely ladies here are the moderators, and they will help you. Some of the moderators.
I thought you were going to say some of them are lovely.
Some of them are moderators, some of them are lovely, some of them will help you.
I apologise.
I think we've covered all the bases there.
That's it. Some of them. Oh, goodness. We're like tradies, you know. If you don't find a good fit, then we just pass.
There'll be another one.
We just pass along until.
Somebody will adopt you.
Yeah.
Different personalities.
Yeah. It's so funny. Not funny. It's not funny, but there was a woman that, you know, remember how we did the mentor stuff for a while? Like,
yeah.
there was a lot of
When
mentor.
there was
Yeah.
actually a mentor program within Facebook.
Yeah, so there was one woman that I was mentoring, and she didn't actually. She was really good. She didn't really need mentoring, but we would just kind of chat about the blanket, and she.
Some people just need a little boost of confidence.
Yeah,
They've all got it. The skills are
But
there.
she
These aren't
still-
difficult stitches.
No, I know.
We're
I
doing
know.
single crochets and double
I know.
crochets.
But it was lovely.
And counting.
She still messages me, you know,
Aw.
if it's the boys' birthdays, because she's friendly with
That's
my
sweet.
and it's like with the boys' birthday, she'll wish them happy birthday. It's so sweet.
It
So
is.
nice.
Well, we've probably all got somebody like that in our lives.
I think
I
she's
know
in
I s-
Ireland.
I certainly do. Always checking up on me and my family, and I really, really
Aw.
appreciate it.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more than one person in the group, but one particular person comes to mind every time I went
It's
to
fun.
Georgia for another
Yeah, she's a
procedure.
sweetheart.
She PayPal'd me some money every single time.
Wow.
Yeah. People just checking in all the time. It's a
Yeah.
nice community that we have.
Yeah.
What's that whistling noise? Is
We were
somebody
talking about before we started, I used to follow a Australian tennis player who was world number 1 for a short while.
Now, she says follow. I say stalk.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was a
okay.
little bit of stalking going on.
Little bit.
Well, I didn't go overseas to watch him play tennis. I did travel over to Perth, though, so
Hello.
it's quite a commitment.
That is a commitment.
Brisbane, Perth, Sydney, always Melbourne. We would always go to the tennis and watch him in Melbourne.
That would be so
I saw
hot.
him play when he should have won the Australian Open, and he played Agassi in the semi-final, and he cramped up in the 5th set and lost.
Why didn't you go and massage it out?
We would have, seriously, we were there in his stand. We were right behind the players' box for that. His family got us tickets. It was bananas, and we were so excited, and we thought he was going to win, and then he would have been in the final, and he would have beat the guy in the final. But, Agassi beat him because he...
See, that's it.
Yeah.
Nimble fingers.
So, yeah, we used
That
to do
would've
all of
been
that. We used to
before
sit right
you
there,
went to
and
Brisbane.
some of the courts, you're so close to them, when they come and sit down in their chairs when they've finished a set, you can touch them. They're so close to you.
And did you?
No. We cheered and held up our banners, and we used to have banners and
I
stuff.
thought you had lifted up your top.
How old were you?
Love you.
How old? Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe
105.
in my 40s, I guess. Late 30s, early 40s, maybe. It wasn't that long ago that he was playing, was it? I don't know.
Well, how old is
I'm
he
hopeless
now?
with time.
How old is he now? He would have to be.
Who are we talking about? Oh, sorry, I missed the name.
Pat Rafter.
Pat Rafter. Oh, yeah. You would have loved it when he did his undies commercials then.
Absolutely.
That was the first thing I said. Have you got any of
Absolutely.
his undies?
We used to run a bulletin board kind of chat group before, we had anything like Facebook or anything. We used to have a web page where all of the fans would get together and chat with one another and share photos. And we would have people all over the world going to see him play in Stuttgart or wherever he might have been playing. And they would post their photos live from the tennis. So we used to live commentate his matches. So we would watch it on the telly and we would commentate them, chatting, typing up.
I'm sure there's
commentary.
medication for that.
So it's almost, I guess mine was probably a bit worse than Bretty.
Yeah. Mine's a slow burn.
You haven't gone to any of his press conferences?
Oh, that would be so good. How good would that be? I could go. I could go with all the stickers on and the mug and stuff. Can you sign this?
Yeah, well, we used to go with all of that stuff. We'd have T-shirts and we'd get them signed. All the players would come and sign your boob. And
Do you have a face mask?
I told you there was going to be boobs in there.
It was pretty bananas. We used
you
to
didn't
party
believe
with them after Davis Cup. They would go out to
demonetize my
bars and we
video.
would get invited to bars.
Do not demonetize my video.
Whoops. Boob might be okay.
Yeah. Nice.
If not, I've just said it again.
That's it. It's all right. We'll to make up for the shortfall.
Chuck you a 50. We'll send you some Bendigo.
Yeah, that's it. We'll trade you. Swear words for yarn.
It's not going to
Swear
have
words for
Bendigo
yarn.
left. A huge sack of Bendigo. It's just out the door. Shipped to Betty.
Oh, shit to me. It'd be like, a swear jar, but, you don't fill it up with money.
That's a good
I guess
idea.
You could.
Oh, I would be so broke. I would have no yarn.
Yeah, but
I'm
we
the
could
wor-
have all
I'm
the
the
money in the
worst
jar
party
and we could buy
markers.
yarn.
Yes, that's what I mean. But if we're bad and we do it on Betty's videos, then we have to recompense.
Pay the piper.
That's it. Sorry.
You're gonna have to compensate me for the 2 cents this video will make. It won't make demonetize.
This one might go viral.
38
You never
cents.
know.
Could do.
Middle-aged ladies crocheting goes viral. Talking about paragraph to sign in your book.
And Brett Sutton. We'll have all the Brett Sutton people. When are they? Have you messaged the group yet? Because they could jump on this live.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing if that went. And then someone emailed it to him. Here you go.
Dying.
Oh, dying. Absolutely dying. Oh, goodness. And I have like a that 6 degrees of separation stuff.
Yeah.
I have like a 2 degree of separation from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My high school friend married a woman that was going to medical school with him. So it's like 2. It's like a stone's throw.
It is. Not a Rello, but...
And
No.
Bunnings.
Friend.
And Bunnings.
Oh, yeah, Bunnings. Yeah, that's true.
We go to the same Bunnings.
So does that mean
when I go half an hour out of my way to go to that
is
Bunnings
that like
he goes to?
2 degrees squared? So that like multiplies the factor? I don't know how that works, but anyway.
I don't do math. We need Erin on that one.
We need Erin. Yeah, Erin's the one that does the math for us.
Yeah. Hey, Jennifer Diglaw's here. We were just talking about, well, I was thinking about you before, when we did our road trip to Malden and visited Barb. Jennifer came up on a road trip with baby Mackenzie when he was a puppy and he spewed all the way up there.
Aww.
And she met my niece up in Bendigo. And she bought way too much because I enabled her.
I was in Bendigo a few weeks ago, but I couldn't go to Bendigo Woolen Mills because they were closed for the holidays.
They're going to open up on Saturdays in February, I saw on their Facebook
I was there on
group.
Sunday and they reopened on the Monday. So
Oh, man.
very poor planning.
Is there anything that you can get from the shop that you can't get online?
Yes, they've got a back room, which is nothing that you see online.
Secret.
They sell all sorts of yarn that's not even Bendigo stuff.
That's like webs.
They sell acrylics and they sell stuff from Italy and all sorts of stuff.
Sock yarn.
You'll always find something.
Undyed stuff that you can dye.
Yeah, but it won't be me. I've got to send my brother next week, remember?
This is the problem. He won't know what you like.
Get him to video call with you and then show you what he's looking at.
Yeah.
If not, if he doesn't get it, then the next time I'm up, I can Skype with you and then I'll show you.
Yeah, it's a big room.
Maybe I should just do a road trip.
Yeah. We'll do a meetup.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the Shamrock Hotel.
Come. Wait for me.
Hurry up.
We're not accepting Americans here at the moment, Betty. I'm sorry.
Unless you're a tennis
player.
Well, as soon as we can travel
or a
again.
movie star. There's plenty of movie stars as well.
Yes.
What's
sorry. His name? Pause for...
I'm sorry, but don't you all know who I am? I mean, I'm Betty McKnit.
I'm a crochet celebrity.
Thanks, Campbell.
Thank you.
Yeah. When I was talking with Betty before the last live, Campbell came downstairs and I explained. Oh no, was it Campbell or was it Aiden? One of the boys came down and
I thought it was Cam, maybe. Do you remember being on the live?
I can't remember which one, but anyway, it was one of the boys, and I was explaining to them that they were being live streamed across the world, and the look on Campbell's face was like, "What?
You really?
You?
Betty was like,
"You're crocheting."
It was like, okay.
People actually watch that.
Yeah, like you're sitting in front of the camera crocheting with another middle-aged lady. And there's lots of other middle-aged ladies tuning in.
Well, there's some young ladies that watch it as well.
Oh, yes, there
True.
are.
Courtney's
Katie's
my
a
daughter.
baby.
Courtney's my crochet
Courtney's
daughter.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's very clever.
Oh, Barb says she's coming to Bendigo too. We'll pick you up on the way.
But if it's midweek, can you get time off if I go midweek, or do I have to make it a weekend?
I just have to arrange the time, that's all.
Yeah. It doesn't matter for me. Any day's fine.
She's good to go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I just have to book time with work, that's all.
We'll do a live from the tram.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Just hope no one else is on it.
You can
There
just
are
go
some
live.
interesting people that
You can
like
go live.
trams.
You could go live in one of the groups if you didn't want to be, like out there publicly on your page.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
We would love that. Somebody is
Yeah,
saying
totally.
anytime for me.
Yeah, that's Barb.
Barb.
Barb
Can
in
we-
Malden. Barb in Malden that enabled me. Actually, I bought some of this for Barb.
But you did. You never gave. You never
Neighbour.
gave it to her. It was too
No,
nice
I
to give
did.
away.
No, it was a gift. It was a gift. But I don't know whether she made anything with it yet. She's probably like me. She's too busy squishing it and feeling how
I
beautiful it
always
is.
save my nice yarn. I never want to
Yeah.
use it. I always end up
Yeah.
saving it. Like that whole
Jennifer
basket that
bought
I pulled
some
down.
kind of mustard yarn. Oh, there you go. She still fondles it.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. You're gonna have to wash it.
So
Barb,
with
you
the,
missed. So go,
I
Glynis.
was going to say, with the tram, do you reckon we could put some 6-day kid blanket on it and nobody'd notice?
Well, we could donate a blanket because what happens is they've got on the outside, that's all yarn bombed, right? So it's all granny squares and it's like all different sorts of things. And then there's bunting, so there's granny triangle bunting all the way over it on the outside and on the inside. And then on each of the wooden benches in the seats, there's like blankets on them.
Yeah.
So that, if it's cold, you can grab one and stuff. So I'm sure you could donate. Someone was telling me. Oh, no, I was chatting with the tram driver because I was sitting there in my various yarn garments, so hat and scarf, and I was doing a 6-day actually. And we just got talking about like the origins of the tram and where it had come from. And he was actually talking about the group because it's a secret group. No one knows who's in it. And so they actually yarn bombed. Was it a submarine? Yes. There's a submarine in a country town in Victoria that got brought over, right, for some reason.
Well, there's one at Holbrook in New South
there's one
Wales.
at Holbrook.
Is that it?
That's in New
Which
South
is
Wales.
just north of Albury.
Yeah, and they yarn bombed it with yellow yarn, so it's a yellow submarine.
Right.
And but no one knows who's in this group. They just kind of like stealth turn up, and
Right.
that's it.
Yeah, a guerrilla crochet group.
Yeah, so I kind of want to join,
But you don't know how.
but I don't know how. Yeah.
Maybe you have to do some secret signal on the tram.
Well, you know what?
Something is revealed to you.
My brother, who I call,
You have to have the right size hook on the tram.
yeah, that's it.
And when you produce the right hook and it goes in a slot, then a drawer opens up
yes.
and there's a card for
Yes.
you to contact the
Yes.
secret people.
Well, I need to talk to my brother because he
like
is
Harry
the
Potter.
unofficial. Yeah. My brother's like the unofficial mayor of Bendigo. Just ask him.
Right.
And so I'll ask him. to
Legend
find
in his
out.
own lunchbox.
No, he is. He works in the visitor centre. He's beautiful.
Right.
Lunchbox. He said.
Haven't you heard that saying?
No.
Oh, that's obviously an Aussie thing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, go and
Show us
find
your
out.
map at Tassie.
That's it.
Try not to demonetize. What did I say? Stop saying non-stop.
You don't think YouTube has that one in their algorithms?
Yeah.
Let's hope.
I think we actually said that on every single live this week.
That was in a group chat. It was not in public comments.
Sorry.
Talking about the map of Tassie, did you see that touring show? Oh, what's the one on Channel 9 where they have the family goes around on holidays?
I don't watch normal TV.
I don't either.
Anyway, she pulls up her
Yeah,
undies
comment.
and it says, "Come on down to Tassie," and it's got the map of Tassie on her undies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is such a funny
And
saying.
that's on free to air TV.
Okay. I don't think
So
I'm really
totally
going to be demonetized, but it's fun to say.
Here's the start of a Metro North. That's your map of Tassie. She designed it.
That's
We
right.
didn't design it.
That's
she
it.
designed
She designed it. She. The cat's mother.
Everybody knows who she is.
Well, we do. This is what teenage boys don't. It's like, what are you doing?
World renowned crochet
That's
designer.
Don't they know who I
Extraordinary.
am? Oh my goodness. My eyes are tearing up. I can't
Stag.
even see. I'm like looking at my blanket so close. I'm like this. Like,
Crocheting
my head
through the
down, like,
tears from
all
crying.
serious.
If you hadn't noticed, I gave up on casting on because I couldn't be bothered.
20,
It can't be
21.
done.
It's
It's really hard.
I see you've
can
gone
be
back to the border.
No, I just gave up and went back to the border because it was easier.
We'll
One time
expect
I
a
did
progress
it.
We
report.
were helping Glynis to count.
I wasn't accounting. It was too hot and sweaty, and I went, oh, I can't be bothered.
That's because we were talking about Bretty.
Yeah, that's what the hot and sweaty was from.
That's true.
That's true. It is a bit humid here.
It is a bit humid today. We've had a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain yesterday. He's out, isn't he?
Dee says she was watching for this live all day, doesn't know how she missed the beginning. You guys are hilarious. Well, the beginning, I think we had we got bumped, we were bumped on and off a couple of times, so
Yeah.
that might be why you missed it. But
We showed what we were working on, so we can do that again.
okay.
Doing the sweetheart star.
Uh-oh. You all are frozen for me. Yeah, my internet is